So the current undisputed heavyweight champion, the so-called pound for pound number one, the greatest mixed martial artist of all time in Jon Jones, has just admitted live on an interview with Kevin Iole that he is scared to death of Tom Aspinall, and has literally just openly admitted in this interview that he is ducking Tom Aspinall and will not fight him. Let's take a listen to what he said.
More than likely not. More than likely not. I feel like Tom Aspinall is I don't want to say nobody, but he just hasn't proven anything. He hasn't done
Lie.
anything, and I and I
Hmm.
I understand that. I mean, he won his belt against Sergey. Sergey just got slaughtered by someone else. So it's just like I'm not here to gamble someone else making a name off of me. I'm here to compete against the guys where when we look back, 10 years from now, it'd be like Jon Jones fought this guy and that guy and this legend and this champion and this champion. If there were to be a fight of a guy that's still on our UFC roster that would be not only financially worth it, but legacy worth it, it would be Alex Pereira.
So there you have it, folks. Jon Jones has just given his view on if he's going to fight Tom Aspinall or not. There's some things to break down in that which we will go over. Let's start off with Tom Aspinall hasn't done anything. Right. Let's move our way on over to here. So, Tom Aspinall, as you can see, is currently number one in the heavyweight division. Should be there, but anyway. He's the current interim heavyweight champion. So, Tom Aspinall has won the interim title after Jon Jones obviously became undisputed champion. He's then defended the undisputed title before has defended the interim heavyweight title before Jon Jones has been able to defend the undisputed title. Okay, so he's already defended the heavyweight title more than Jon Jones has, so that's number one already. Okay, let's take a look at the heavyweight division. So Tom Aspinall has beaten Volkov, Pavlovich, Curtis Blades, Sergey Spivak, and Tybura, right? So more. He's beaten 5 out of the current top 10 UFC heavyweights. 5. So half of the top 10 Tom Aspinall has already beaten. How did he beat these people? By finish, 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 finish. Tom Aspinall has finished 5 out of the current top 10 guys in the heavyweight division. What do you mean? What has he done? What do you mean, what has he done? He's done more at heavyweight than what you have. Who have you beaten? Cyril Gane, who realistically, in my opinion, shouldn't even be ranked number 2, because what has he done to deserve that ranking? What has he done? What has he done to deserve that ranking of lately? He hasn't fought in God knows how long, and his last win is against Sergey Spivak, who's where? Down at number 7. Jon Jones' next fight in the heavyweight division is against, guess who? Number 8 ranked Stipe Miocic. What the fuck are we doing here? What are the UFC allowing Jon Jones to do to the heavyweight division? Also, to say, well, Tom Aspinall won the belt off Sergey Pavlovich, and look what happened to him. He got demolished in his next fight. Okay, so if we're going to use that analogy, then what about Dominic Reyes, who beat you? Who literally beat you? What happened to him? He got beat by Jan Blachowicz. He then got beat by Yuri Prohaska. I'm pretty sure after that he got beat by Ryan fucking Spann. What about that? And then this is the bit that I also don't understand. So you complain that the guy hasn't done anything. You complain about his legacy. How the fuck can he build legacy when the so-called legends and the greats of the division are ducking him? What would have happened if Shogun never gave you that opportunity to fight for the light heavyweight title? What would have happened then? What would have happened if he went, nah, I'm not interested in fighting this young up-and-comer who deservingly is in this position. Nah, I'm not willing to give him a shot. I'd rather just fight legends. What would have happened then? Your career would have turned out to so differently. And then to say, it's not as if Jon Jones is just saying, my body can't hold up anymore, because he has been at the elite level for such a long time. He's kind of like Max Holloway in the sense where he might not be really old in terms of age-wise, but in terms of fight years, with the amount of fights and wars, plus Jon Jones doesn't fucking take care of his body anyway, so we know that. So, he probably does have a lot of injuries, wear and tear. His body probably is sore. You'd appreciate it more if he just came out and went, look, I want this legacy fight with Stipe. My body can't hold up anymore. And that's me. I'm done. But realistically, he's now going to beat Stipe. He's going to hold on to that title and try and just blackball the UFC into giving him the fight with Alex Pereira. So he's going to hold the division hostage even longer. And then what are they going to do? Have Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov, the winner of that, then take on Tom Aspinall for the interim title. And then when Alex Pereira, say, I don't even know if Pereira probably would take that matchup because it is such a big money fight. But then say that fight happens. You've got an interim champion who's probably defended the belt twice. Would have them beaten, again, say Cyril Gane wins. That's 6 out of the current top 10 heavyweights. He'll have 2 title defenses of the interim title. You'll have him sitting there while Jon Jones, the meant to be undisputed champion, is ducking him and fighting a light heavyweight. And then after that, say that does happen, Jon Jones will definitely retire then. And then what? Tom Aspinall gets promoted to the undisputed champion when and the division is essentially dead. All the top contenders he's already beat. What the fuck are the UFC doing? Strip Jon Jones off the heavyweight title right now. Strip this guy off the belt. He should not be the undisputed heavyweight champion. How they're allowing it? If this was anybody else, nobody else would be getting this treatment. The UFC would not allow anybody else to be ducking. Not even like, is it Tom Aspinall or Cyril Gane? Who is the next guy? It's clearly Tom Aspinall. Like, what is going on? I don't get it. I don't get in what world does this make sense. I don't get how Dana White agrees with this. It goes against everything the UFC stand for. It's kind of making, especially the heavyweight division, look like boxing. And that is definitely not what we want. We do not want the UFC to start implementing stuff like the sport of boxing. That is something we do not want. The UFC need to sort this shit out. I'll be interested to see what Tom Aspinall says about this. I hope at the UFC 309 press conference, the media fucking press him on this and ask him why he's ducking Tom Aspinall, why he won't fight Tom Aspinall, because to say he's a nobody, he's a no-name, I guarantee you, if you were to fight Tom Aspinall, it would sell more pay-per-views than what the Stipe Miocic fight would. Fact. This is the biggest load of shit. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you again in the next one.